up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday and it's time for Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. And before we get started, even though we just seen him on that lovely intro, let's thank these guys right here. Welcome back, Sandy, to Patreon. She made her return. She absolutely just had to miss us. I don't blame her. I would too. And over to the YouTube members, thank you guys very much. And then this could be the last look at the first quarter. Because right now, this is the way the first quarter is standing. And thank you very much, Kent, for the off-stream donation. You guys got till midnight tonight. That's right. That HRAC don't go UTC. You got till midnight tonight to make your moves. So if you're not on that board, you still got time.
Stand by, Josh.
Oh, Lord. Here comes. Oh, my goodness. Dan with a new home for HRAC.
Happy Easter, everybody. Toby, Matt, Michael, Fox Sierra Zulu, that cushy guy over in the Azores. I haven't seen him in a while. Kent, Tony Lewis, what's going on? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I hope everybody found a lucky egg today.
Was that supposed to be looking for one?
I will tell you that 11 people found a lucky contact today and sealed the deal with the PZN challenge. So at the end of the first quarter, 11 people have their golf balls on their self and not in a bag like people from the Azores. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, hey, Mike. What's up, buddy? Long time no see.
Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one, didn't I?
Yeah. You didn't drop it. I think you just lost them and somebody else has got them now.
You're just too funny. You're too funny.
Oh.
Well, there'll be other ways.
You know, there's always next year.
Hey, for a DX guy, I think I held on for a long time.
I think you were the longest running DX person, as a matter of fact. You know.
Thank you. I'll take my award right now.
The only problem is I don't have to go to 20 meters anymore, but I still go there, and I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I think next year you should send an email to Echo Alpha 4 Tango Lima and see if he wants to do your challenge next year.
You know what? I think I should.
Yeah. And then it would be really messed up because it'd be me and him fighting.
That's true. Dom, hey brother, I see you in the chat. Happy Easter, my friend.
Yeah. But 20 is fun. I mean, I'm sure you do get, you're not going to get people in the PZN challenge, but I'm sure you do get a lot of DX when you come down to 20, right?
That is not true. That is not true, because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the people that is still in the PZN challenge, there's some hunters, and I'll tell you what, there's one little old man that follows a hover round around, and I think he's on roller skates now because he has a hurt knee, but that man can hit you on about any band you want to go on, and still sit there and fuss about it in Discord saying, I don't know if he heard me or not.
That's the same way Chris is Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar, except he doesn't fuss. I mean, I could be at a park and he'll hit me on 20, 40, 17, 15. It's like, I thought I was good at the ground wave, but his game is superior.
Yeah, Chris, when I was down in Florida, he's like, you got to go to 40 for me because I can't hit Florida in 20 meters. But yet, every day, he would make 20-meter contacts with me.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my latest video that I dropped in that video, I was like, I don't have to go to 40 today now. And he's like, oh, man. I'm like, don't worry, I'm
going. Bang, bang, happy Easter. Eddie, happy Easter. R effing around, happy Easter.
Oh, Lord. Bang, bang got in the log QRP today.
Whoa.
Yeah. he was like, pew pew to the bang bang. He was loud. He was real loud.
I went out and did some pew pew CRW today.
Yeah. I went and did some QRO CW inside bed today. I had time for one activation today, and that's why I said it was a lucky contact, because I was traveling back from North Carolina. I went to North Carolina this weekend. Got to do an activation with Fart Sniffing Zebra, and that was a lot of fun. And a third Patreon to the list that I have not activated with. So,
but did you witness the fart sniffing?
Oh,
was there
yeah.
a zebra?
Listen, he has a zebra in the back of his truck, and every time I'd hear that thing go, he'd be like, "I'll be right back."
I think we're going to need pictures for the next Shenanigans. Cherry, good to see you. Happy Easter to you.
I will tell you that when North Carolina says wilderness areas, it is not like when Virginia says wilderness areas. Because when Virginia says wilderness areas, it means you're going hiking. In North Carolina, when it says wilderness areas, it means you're driving up a road. You might be going like this, but you're driving up a road. So got to do a threefer in North Carolina with Chris. So was a good time.
How was the weather?
Oh, it was great. Weather was super nice. Did the threefer, and then I did another one on the way back to Charlotte, and I get closer to Charlotte, and I was like, I got time for one more. So I was like, I'm gonna get me five new to me today. So I went to do this educational first, and I passed 2 gates, and they were closed, and I got to a third one, and I pulled in, and it said something access, and I was like, I bet this is part, but I'm not sure. So I go looking at the spotting page and see who's activated, and I was like, oh, cool, just Tony activate this spot. And it actually was a home park, come to find out. So I called him, and I was like, hey, where's the best place to do this educational forest at? And he's like, well, there's 3 access points. He said, number 1 and number 3, you can get an end fed up. If you go to number 2, you're going to use a vertical. And I asked him, I said, is blah, blah, blah access one of them? And he wasn't sure the name of that place, which it ended up being the third one. But he said, we're here right now. I said, you're in the park? He said, yeah. I said, where at? He said, access point 1. I said, drop me a pin. So I just went down and activated with them, Tony and Jason. And we had fun goofing around a little bit. And they had already done 20 and 12 and something else, but we did 40 and 17 together. So fun day. But today I only had time for one because I had to make it back for the stream. And I did my go-to. I hit Lake Norman on the way home, and only did 40 sideband because of course 20 and 15 was slammed. And I did CW on 40, and I went QRT, and then I went into Discord and I did CW on 20, 30, 15, and 10.
Yeah,
so
I mean, if you're,
it pays to be in Discord.
It does. If you're ever around what would that be, the western side of North Carolina, and you don't hit Lake Norman, something's wrong with you. You have to hit it. It's a beautiful park.
I wouldn't call that Western North Carolina. I'd call that Central North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because
not on the coast. Yeah.
Western North Carolina would be April the 27th. The Murphy Patreon.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be Western North Carolina. So if you're around Western North Carolina, there's Sandy. Happy Easter.
Yep. Rod 2 K4DSX. Happy Easter to you, buddy.
If you're around Western North Carolina around April the 27th, it'd be good to see everybody. I like when I run into people at the park. It's like yesterday. I activated with Chris, and I run into Tony and Jason. Those guys. Listen, when I'm in North Carolina, I'm just going to start automatically assuming that we're going to run into each other because that's 2 trips straight that I've been in parks and I've ran into those guys. So they're pretty active in Central North Carolina, we'll say.
They're going to start thinking you're stalking them.
They might.
You know,
They told me next time I was coming down just to shoot them a message and we'd plan a rove or something. So what have you been up to, Mike?
Is it possible to get a restraining order against the crown? That's the question.
If the king would approve it, yes.
Well, then no, I guess it's not.
Well, I mean, I could approve one if you had a good qualifying reason.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take reasons in my email, Terry.
Mike, long time no see, brother. Where you been?
Work has been killing me. I'm sorry, guys. It's just been murder.
It's not the same here without you. Or,
I know.
Or is it not the same here with you? I forget.
One of those. If this and that. Yeah. No, I've been having during the week. I've been having some fun on satellites.
Nice.
On a satellite. So I just finally put up my ground station and actually very glad yesterday I hit up a park through satellite, which was a lot of fun. It was a new experience for me. It was quite unique. The guy was there sitting with a satellite dish. Somebody else was activating the park, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just doing portable satellite." And the guy came up to him and said, "Hey, this is a POTA park. You should activate as POTA." So he starts calling CQ POTA on the satellite, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that." So I did Germany from Azores satellite back to Germany.
How did cool. I've heard stories either way on this. Do other satellite ops do they frown upon calling CQ POTA on the birds?
I've not heard. There's plenty of room on this satellite.
Oh, okay.
On this satellite we have a lot of space. So even if it's never really packed, so it shouldn't be a problem. There's a lot of people securing for all kinds of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they don't frown about being portable because most of the people working this satellite, they're working for the grids. They want the grids, and which is most satellites. So if he's actually at a grid, they really don't care for if it's POTA or not. That's just an icing on the cake. They just want that new grid. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Over here, I don't think you would get by with it as easy because there's really, I've heard them when they hunt satellites and it's really, it reminds me of one of my late shift pileups. It's like 30 people screaming their call signs in our grids and somebody trying to call one of them back.
Yeah. But, well, this is different because it's a geostationary satellite, and I showed you guys the layout. It's like you're doing FT8, and all these streams are people talking on it. You just click on somebody's stream, which is actually just SSB, and you're talking with that individual, and other people might be calling them on them.
So that one's kind of channelized for a different word.
Yeah, okay, pretty much. Okay. Yeah. It's like FT8, and you have the streams.
Yeah,
but it's actually just the satellite. And when you put your stream on top, you're like on 10 gigahertz, and your upstream is 2.4. But you're just talking to that person instead of the whole band.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And it's a lot easier because it's just you just point the satellite dish at the satellite, and you don't have to move the dish. You just need to figure it. That's where the satellite is. Although, like I said, it's for Europe only. So that kind of sucks for you guys. But I know there are plans for US to have their own geostationary satellite, which that should be a lot of fun. Which is all you need is like a small dish, about, what is it, like 80 centimeters, which is that big, give or take, and just point it at the bird from your house, and that's it. It's like getting direct TV, but you're working the satellite for hams communication.
Yeah, I understand now more because it's stationary, so people's not going to be all fighting over like a a 2-3 minute window.
No.
Of it passing.
Yeah, that's why I chose to get the setup for this one because cheaper. You don't need all the rotors and all that, and you can do it. I'm using about 20 watts, 15 watts, and a lot of people are just using 2-3 watts, and it gets up to the satellite easy peasy and just great.
Chris, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, if they put one of those over the States, one of those channels is going to turn into 7200 before long.
Like 50% of the time, it's Germans talking with Germans because the satellite. It's not German, but it's the biggest hamsat club is German. So and there's a lot of German guys on the satellite, a lot of them. But I did hear India on it today. I couldn't reach him in time because I was listening on another computer, and when I finally got back, I didn't. But I hit Brazil a couple of times, Oman, which is like Middle East, and I have in 7 days, I did 32 or 33 countries already on it. So it's pretty popular. It's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
I see.
You did not participate in the contest this past weekend, did you?
No, I only participate in 2 contests yearly, which is the RRL SSB contest, which is in March, and I do the CQ Worldwide SSB, which is in October. Those are only 2 contests I participate. All the rest is I'd rather do POTA.
WPX is a nut house.
It is. The bands they're still.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We need more bandwidth because I kid you not that you go to 14269, there's somebody. You go to 14270, there's somebody. You go to 271, there's somebody. 272, they were everyone, and
yeah.
Contests are like shelf space. The more shelf you have, the more full it's going to be with crap. So if you get more band, you're just going to have more contesters on the band. So
it's especially bad on contest weekends. I mean, look at just a normal POTA weekend too, and look at the slice of the general section of 20 meters. There's more spots than there is available bandwidth if you run, 2.8K.
Yeah. And thank God they don't work the work bands. At least we got that going for us. You can always do 17 and 12, although I'm not a big fan of 17, 12, but there's always that.
I love 17 meters.
I'm actually not a big fan of 17. No. Give me 10, 15, and 20, and I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, well, the problem is, in the contest weekend, your 15 and 20 is gone to you.
Yeah, true. It's true. So that's why,
I mean, I actually activated on 20 Saturday. I can't say I did, but on 15, there was no way.
Yeah,
it was. They were like every half. Yeah, like that. I'd hear one station, and I'd hear QRM from 4 stations up.
Most of them are. I mean, I'm not going to say they're considerate because I mean they're doing what they have to do to get the space and hold their space. But most of them know it's crowded and they don't run 2.8 wide. They'll lower their bandwidth down so you can slide beside them. So. And then they just tighten up their filters if somebody slides them beside them so they don't hear them. Yeah.
When you say most of them, you mean like 5 of them?
Yeah, the ones that bothered to ask at the frequency in use before just hopping on there and saying CQ contest. Yeah.
Yeah. 15 is still crowded.
Yeah, 15 still
right now.
Packed.
Yeah.
Only for a couple more hours though.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've experienced this because of doing the contest. It's like if you open the waterfall, if you have a radio with a waterfall and you're like on 15, 10, 20, and midnight hits, all of a sudden all you see is like, and it's the band is dead silent because everybody just quits at midnight, and it's just funny.
And the atmosphere,
literally
the atmosphere is up there going, oh, thank God.
But it is the funniest thing. Like you have the waterfall, and all of a sudden it just clear.
It's funny to watch the start of it too, because it's just a
Yeah.
quiet band. All of a sudden,
Yeah, it is. But to each their own. People live for contesting. More power to them. At least like it's every other weekend. So
and I said it every time, and I'll say it again. The contesters get a weekend or two or three out of every year to play
yeah,
and have their fun, and we get every day as POTA. So
yeah, true.
don't bitch about it. Just
Amen to that.
go with your flow.
Yeah.
If
And there's always other solutions to do POTA. There's so many other ways to do POTA.
you can do it on satellite, right?
You can do it on satellite. You can do it on FT8.
FT what?
Yeah.
We don't mention that around here.
So listen, just because your golf balls have moved to another place doesn't mean everybody wants to give away their golf balls. Okay.
No.
I mean,
There's CW. There's Hellscriber, RTTY. Uh, so there's any other way you can use. Hey, Varak. You name it.
What's that other digital
Uh,
mode you were just talking about?
what Hellscriber?
No,
RTTY.
no,
CW.
no. You just mentioned it.
Varak.
No. No, before that. No, it started with an F.
Oh, good grief. FT.
Oh, he's having connection issues. I don't know what happened. But, hey, welcome back. Okay.
Yeah, my internet is just it's fading out on me. No, it is. I know you guys don't like it, but don't knock it. A lot of
No,
people just do FT8. Hey, imagine I was I lost my voice, and if all I got is FT8 and CW, if they're doing a contest on CW, I'll work FT8. If I work if there's
I
a
don't have
contest, well, there's no contest on
I don't have a
FT8. But
problem
anyway,
with FT8. I got a crap ton of DXCCs on FT8. I don't know.
there you go. And it is when the bands were gone, because when the cycle is off, all you have is FT8. Because unless you're doing 40 meters and you have a lot of locals to you, and even 40 meters when the bands are gone, it sucks.
Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with FT8. I don't
Just
have
not for POTA. I understand that.
I don't have a problem with contesting. I have a problem with the few bad people that make them bad for everything, and that goes for POTA too. There's some people in POTA that does that too.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, most of the people that do it in POTA are FT8, but we're not gonna. I'm just saying, there's
There are bad apples everywhere.
if people would
Yeah.
just, you know, if people would just do things right, you know, don't. Oh, I've got 1,500 watts. I know this guy is probably QRP doing CQ POTA. Let me call CQ contest with 1,500 watts here. Don't do it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's bad activators on sideband too, even in POTA that are horrible and not good for radio in general. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but they happen to live between Miami and say Michigan, and yeah, I mean they're everywhere.
They're everywhere, and you're just you can either let it get to you or do your thing, and just do your thing, and that's if you're like my dad used to say, if you can put your head in your pillow and sleep well at night, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm sorry for the language of Easter and all that, but it's true. As long as you're good with yourself, that's fine. We do us, they can do them. I mean, I sleep well every night, POTA wise. But that's it. I mean, and there's going to be bad actors anywhere. I mean, POTA, Flora Fauna, what other things are there? The World Castle Awards.
Yeah.
I've done them all. Soda. We've done them all. I'm pretty sure most of us has done a bunch of these activations and so forth. And there's bad actors everywhere. Even DXCC, they're bad actors. Come on. So it's
No
So
way.
yeah, you just look at Bouvet Island. Anyway, so
Yeah, well,
getting
yeah.
back.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's going a little bit deep. Okay, now next topic. No. They're everywhere, and it. I said on another stream, the only people that the cheaters are cheating in POTA is themselves. I mean,
They're cheating. Yes, exactly. They're
they're the
cheating
ones that
themselves.
have to look at the paper on the wall, and then every time they look at it, if they decide to print it out, realize and know to themselves it's not legit, right?
Yeah. But I'd say, there's a saying in Portugal, or I can actually translate it. You can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool everybody all the time. And they'll have their their comeuppance sooner than later, and
No,
you
I
just
mean,
have to give them time.
Chris, Chris,
I have no problems with activating FT8 if I got laryngitis and both my hands are broken, then I'm gonna run FT8.
Chris,
You can always key that with your
that's
nose.
what I was going to say, Chris. There's no shame in activating FD8 unless you're PP man. But I mean, as long as you and your equipment are in the park, and as long as you are the one running the FD8, not your computer, while you're out taking nature pictures and sunset pictures
Yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah. And granted, new activators are mic. What's the word I'm looking for? Shy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
They're shy.
I don't think they should crutch on FD8. I think they should get up there and rip the Band-Aid off and do a POTA, because they won't be mic shy doing a POTA for long.
I don't know if it's so much shyness. It's
fear.
Yeah, they have anxiety about messing up. And what I always tell people, I said, you're gonna mess up. I mean, so I did a seed. I went out to Grand Bay today, did a CW activation, got 38, 40 contacts, however many. And I can't tell you how many times that I miscopied somebody's call sign. How many times I sent question marks. I mean, I should put question mark on a hotkey on my radio. You're gonna mess up. Okay, it's okay, because the activators will work with you. Because me as a hunter, I want to be in your log if you're activated. So I'm going to do what it takes to slow the hell down, repeat my call sign 16 times, say it slower, key it slower, whatever it takes to get in your log, because you are the DX. I want to be in your log.
So Michael says the fear of a pileup, and I agree. A lot of people are scared to death of a pileup, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to have a pileup. Even though 700 people might be calling you, you don't have to run that like a pileup. You could literally be as slow as you want to. Will you lose some hunters? Absolutely. But who cares? If they can't wait for you, they don't need to be in your log. I mean, it's very simple to run a pileup slowly.
Yeah, just don't do it by the numbers.
Please don't do it by the numbers, because
that happened to me. That happened to me today.
I'm going to call you a moron if you're running POTA by the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, that happened to me today when I went from 40 to 20 meter on CW. It took a little while, and about 5 minutes after I spotted, here comes the 0-beat pileup. And what I mean by pileup, I had like 5 or 6 people calling me at the same time, not like a PZN pileup, but I felt that, that, oh my God, but I just took a deep breath and I said, okay, if I hear something, I hear something. I'll pick them out one at a time, and I'll pick through the pile, no problem.
I actually saw somebody running numbers on satellite, and I was like,
"Hey, Terry, thank you very much for the super chat. But all the logs are in for this quarter, so if you're not in it, sorry."
There's no bribing.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Happy Easter, fellas.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not too much. How is everyone doing?
Happy Easter, my friend.
You're not hitting your balls with a stick tonight?
We're not hitting balls tonight.
That's after dessert.
The session is off for the next 2 Sundays.
Oh, the next 2 Sundays.
This Sunday and next Sunday. And I don't know when it's starting up after that, so we'll see how it goes.
Maybe I should do that and do a video one time. maybe I should get a big pile up and run it slowly just to see people. It can be done.
Yeah.
You would
I know
drive yourself crazy.
I probably would. So I probably won't do this video because what you would see is me try it for like 2 minutes. It's just like CW. So we all know I'm trying to get better at CW. So I try to send extra stuff. So I'll start an activation in CW, and I'll go Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. Good afternoon. You are 5 Indian 5 Indian Whiskey Victor. Blah 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 blah. And I'll do that for 5 or 6. I'll do that for 5 or 6 people, and then it'll switch to Kilo 8 Golf, go back 5 Indian break.
I actually went a little bit off my normal script today on my CW activation, which is trying to expand my horizon, so to speak. So when people call me, most of the time they would say hi Dan, because they know who I am because I'm on the spot page. They know my name. But when I put them in the logger, I would see them as well, right? So I would reply back, thank you, Hayden. Thank you for, and then the state, 73. So I'd actually send their name back to them, have a little conversation, and try to send semi-accurate signal reports too. It was kind of fun to get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Hey Lou, good to see you. Steven, thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure
what. He got his key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the key that was sent to you that you sent to him. Yeah,
I did finally get rid of that thing. I started playing with it. So, it's hard to run a mail scam like that. To keep sending people emails telling them where it's at when it's sitting at your house and you're using it. It gets demanding. And Steven's like always looking up for this thing. So I'm like, I'm about to send it. I was like, but since he tortured me so much, keep wanting to know where it's at. Let me send it to Texas first.
You got to send him a bogus tracking number and get some UPS letterhead.
I don't think I sent rock to anybody, Michael, but you never know. I was having a weird issue. All right, check this out. See if anybody can explain this to me. I had a JBL wired external speaker that was hooked to my KX2. When I had that speaker plugged up, it was working fine. I heard audio out of it. The speaker itself was fine. But my sending on my key was stupid. Like extra dits and dahs would get in there. But I'd unplug that external speaker and my sending was fine. Same key, same fingers. I don't know. So I ordered another external speaker when I got home. It'll be here Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to see if it happens again with a different external speaker. I thought it was RF getting back into the radio. But apparently that's not. It was something to do with that speaker. Unless I just started sending stupid when the speaker was hooked up when it wasn't. I don't know. But that's the only common thing that I found.
Was the latency on the speaker? Was it dead on?
I don't recall. It might. It might not have been. It might have been a latency thing.
If it wasn't dead on, and you're hearing something a little off,
I didn't think about that.
You may have been sending extra.
I did not think about that. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, if I'm not hearing exactly what I'm sending, I'm messing up. Matter of fact, something as little as ham alerts going off when I'm sending, where my ham alerts to CW will throw me in a frenzy. Like I'll go crazy sending stupid stuff.
I'm gonna have to hook it back up and see if it's a latency thing. If it is a latency thing, I'm still gonna use the new speaker and try it. It was a wired speaker. It's one of those JBL little square pucks. It's a Bluetooth / wired. And
do you have a toroid on that wire?
No, I did not. But latency would make sense.
Yeah.
Because it was always like one extra did or one extra dah in there. It wasn't like really stupidly random. It was always just one extra, and that would be a latency thing in my ears. Yeah.
I wouldn't think if it was wired there would be any latency, but
yeah, that's what Larry was saying.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Well, it depends on the circuit inside the speaker too.
Yeah, true. Michael just sent me a link. That's the one I just ordered today, actually. So yep, I'm gonna try that one too. The Anchor. I was using a JBL.
It's probably. I've got a link to that Anchor.
The Anchor Soundcore Mini. Yeah, that's the one I just ordered today. And that's the one I'm going to try because it kind of blew my. Yep, that's it. Yep.
It works really good.
Because it did not make sense to me of why my key was messing up when an external speaker was plugged in. But maybe the key was not messing up. It was doing exactly what the hell I was telling it to do, but I was just hearing it kind of a couple milliseconds latent or something.
Dan, I'll send you the Amazon link, the correct Amazon link for that.
Sweet.
Because we all know out in the chat that if you're going to order off Amazon, you should probably go to hamradioadventureguy.com and click on one of the Amazon links there. You know, it costs you nothing extra but a little piece of time, and it does help out with you doing anything. So.
But yeah, that was my adventure today. So I did find out along with that, one of my Amazon special RG213 runs was bad. So I threw that in the trash and I ordered some ABR today as well. So
did you use my link?
I did.
You did? Man, look at you. So you saved money.
That's right. Sure did. So we got some new ABR coming with a custom heat shrink sticker on it, as always.
I'll tell you what. I really, I've used that stuff for over a year now, and it absolutely rocks. I mean, I hear other people yelling other more expensive coax all the time, and I haven't used that stuff, so I don't know. But I can tell you, I'm really impressed with my ABR coax. So, and you can save money going once again to hamradioadventureguy.com and clicking on that link and using it.
Got some right here.
Oh, Mike's got some. What do you think about it, Mike?
I love it, and I have those special
nice
plugs on it and everything. I like this stuff.
It's crazy how.
Good Lord, what is that? Half-inch hardline?
Oh, it's huge, dude. It's crazy how big it is. I actually wanted to pick some up down in Orlando, and they sold out of it so quick. They had one like 25-foot piece left. I did want to try it out, because and see what everybody was saying. But yeah, that stuff is super, super thick. That's why it's important to have that roller, because that's the way you want to roll that coax, because you don't want to roll it no tighter than that.
And you can drive supposedly. Yeah, it's yellow, yellowish. Yeah, and you're supposed to be able to drive over it and everything. It's
hold my beer.
Yeah, it's supposed to be super durable.
Mike, Terry has a good question for you.
Is it armored?
Is that an ABR hat?
Did you get an ABR hat?
No.
Oh.
I ordered it straight from Messi Poloni.
Oh, that's that Potaflex.
Yeah,
that's
the Potaflex.
Very nice.
You could have saved some money if you would have went over and ordered it off of Gigaparts for my Gigapart link.
No, I wouldn't.
I'll be shipping.
Shipping to Europe.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I did use the code though, but
speaking of shipping to the Azores, let me tell you this. So it was, I don't know, 6 months ago or so now. Mike calls me and says, "Man, I need you to, get something and ship it to me because they want something outrageous." And I said, "Yeah, no problem whatsoever." So we looked on it. The part was like what, $3, $4,
$3,
whatever.
Yeah,
it was
something like
cheap part.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, man, no problem. I can do it. Let me look up shipping rates." So I looked at like 4 or 5 different carriers. For me to send this $3 thing that weighed maybe 5 ounces would cost $45 for me to send it to the Azores.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to set up a carrier pigeon network.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. That's why I have to. If I want to ship anything, it has to be Europe side or something like that. It's just crazy. It's just insane.
Wow.
I'm actually looking into. It's a $19 chip, something like that, and they won't there's no. It has to be U.S. because nobody else has it, and the shipping alone, I might as well sell a kidney. It's insane.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Mike, if you ever earn a challenge coin for me, you're going to come to America to get it, or you're going to pay for shipping.
It'll probably be cheaper for him to get a flight.
Yeah, and then on top of that, sometimes I have to pay customs. So yeah, that's and every
if it
package
fits
from
in
the
your
U.S.
pocket.
No, it doesn't matter. It's U.S. bound to Europe. Customs are like on it like flies. I've had a lot of problems with QSL cards not getting to me.
Oh,
Even those are insane.
Really?
Yeah.
because of
yeah,
customs.
yeah. No, because of Portuguese post office.
Oh.
Because I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's the middle of the ocean.
Well, yeah, you are on an island. Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, I've had a lot of issues. So, but it is what it is. I'm actually thinking about getting like a QSL manager in mainland, like Spain or something. I've heard about this guy that's really really good. Just so I can, you know, just so I can, get people's QSL cards out and in. Not that I use the
If-
LOTW mostly.
if you were to ship something to the States, like if you were to send me something, is it about the same cost for you once you convert whatever in currencies?
Pretty much,
Wow,
depending on the
okay.
size. It's all about the size. I'm on Terceira Island, which is where Lodge's Air Force Field, U.S. Lodge's Air Force Field is. So sometimes I can get an APO box.
I was about to say, join the military and get an APO box. I'll send you so
There you
cheap.
go.
I have
Right.
I have a connection right now. Meow. So get that challenge coin to me now would be the best time for it.
Yeah, that's
There are 9 islands there, Michael. RF and around there are 9 islands where I live. It's an archipelago, and I'm on Terceira, which is third.
do you have a crazy guy that goes around the island like an Irishman saying, "It's my island"?
Yes, it's precious, my precious. But yeah, I do accept Skeds. So if anybody in the chat needs Azers for their DXCC, I do accept Skeds, guys. So
I don't know if I want to do that. You might never get my QSO card.
use LOTW.
You might have to. They might charge you duty on that too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
EQSO.
Or
Yeah.
or your certificate might expire and take 10 frigging years to get it redone.
I actually just emailed them. I don't know what you're doing. I just emailed them.
It's weird the countries that I consider DX now. Like I know DX is technically anything not in your country, right? But Canada's not DX to me. Dominican Republic is not DX. The Azores now is not DX to me because it's just it's like picking up the phone, you know.
Most people, it's funny when I work POTA, and I'll be looking at the POTA spot page, and I'm like, oh, that's a new park to me. I'll hit that guy up, and I'll hit the I've not worked before the ad knows to me, and then I'll go around and look and see, oh, I've never had a QSO with this guy. Let me try this one. And they're like, Kilo Uniform? And I'm like, no, Charlie Uniform. Where's that at? And I'm like, Azores Islands. What? Oh, that's the first time for me docking to the Azores. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I called you.
Where them Azores at?
I need to get somebody from Mingo County activating so Mike can work them.
Well, that'd be fun.
You over there in an island over there, Mike. What you can't be on no island.
That'd be a heck of a pilot.
It's the Island Boy.
That's there you go. Charlie Uniform 3, Island Boy.
Hey, baby, that's not your island.
What state is that?
They'll be thinking you're on the island in West Virginia.
Yeah. but it's a lot of fun, minus the postage.
I need to go there this year. I
A
need
lot
to go
of
back.
some.
Not the Azores, to the island in West Virginia.
I figured as much.
I want to go to the Azores, the hell of the island in West
Yeah, that'd be
Virginia.
fun.
Some people have come over. Not to my. Well, I've had one POTA activator come to my island, and I've had Jim Garman, I think. Yeah, he went to Fayal Island, San Miguel Island. He hit a bunch of parks.
Right.
He's in love. He
Speaking
wants
of
to come
Garmin.
back next year.
Wow.
Speaking of Garmin, Hayden.
Yeah.
Map out how much gas it's going to take, how much food we need to bring on your boat to make it to the Azores.
Now we'd take a sailboat.
Speaking,
Yeah.
It'd
About
be 2
5
weeks.
days. 5 days.
Let's do it. 5 days. No, it'll take longer than that, I think.
Yeah, it'd take at
Speaking-
least 2 weeks. Take 5 days
Speaking
to
of-
get to Bermuda.
Speaking of traveling to another country, and I know Mr. RFing it around is in the chat.
Oh, he's official. Look at this.
They're going to let him out of the country?
Wow.
God
Yep.
help him.
Ooh.
Getting out's not hard. Getting back in's the hard
Yeah,
part.
that's true.
Listen, they must have put the king spin on that thing. That thing came fast.
I'm gonna give you a word of advice. If you have trouble getting back in, go south and then come up.
Look,
Yeah, that way.
but here's the thing.
It's
will
not who
have-
you know.
I will have
When-
no trouble getting back in because once I'm there, them Canadians are going back. We got to get this guy out of the country. He's going to activate this place to death.
On your way out, the U.S. Customs are like, "Welcome back, Mr. Mon. They're glad to have you gone."
When he comes in, he can go, "I'm the king." See if that helps. I should get my 2 passports. Whenever I
Just-
travel, I take 2 passports.
Just make sure to show them the real one, James, when you go up there.
Oh, that thing's a mugshot too. It is straight. You notice I didn't share the picture. That is a straight mugshot.
Oh God.
Just
I had to be there at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know I'm not a morning person.
hey, take a picture of it real fast and send it to me. I won't show anybody else. I promise.
Yeah, I know you won't.
Need some more meme material.
You won't make memes and stick it all over Discord at all, will you?
Eric, good to see you. He did not get Azores WPX this weekend. That's another place that's not really DX for me anymore. Is Alaska and Hawaii. I mean, every time they're on, I seem to just working without any problems, which is surprising because I got a new park in Alaska just the other night, and there's still people that complain online that Alaska and Hawaii are never on.
Even I have them, and whenever I see people complaining, "Oh no, Alaska's never on," I'm like, even I have them, and
yeah, they're on. They might not be on when it's very convenient for you, but they are on a lot.
Have you heard of Hamilert?
All right.
You know, it works wonders. That's how
Hey.
it was because of Hamilert that I did my WAS triple play. Worked all states triple play. Was through WAS. It was through Hamilert.
Hayden, are you going to be on the stream Wednesday?
I will.
Good. I'll probably need you a little bit early so we can go over to Twitter because we have 2 giveaways.
Yes. Those are my
We will have the first quarter Adventure Club,
Congratulations,
And-
Josh.
and we will have the first quarter. Listen, it doesn't matter how much money you spend. Everybody gets it. Well, I started to say
Well-
everybody gets equal chance, but technically,
We already know I'm going to win it.
first and second place
We'll
does
see.
get 2 chances, whereas 3rd through 10th gets 1 chance.
It doesn't matter how random the roll is. You know it's going to land on me, and I'm just going to give it back away, right?
I know, like it's absolutely ridiculous how lucky this guy is.
Everybody's like, "Oh, hey, that's rigged. That's
It's
rigged."
happened like 3 times in a row, didn't it?
And I want y'all to know that I think Dan has accepted one thing. I think
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
Your undying love.
Was the Oreo one of those things? If it was, that's the only thing I got was the Oreo because I gave the
Probably.
bag up.
Yeah.
I already had
Normally,
one.
normally
I'll be
Dan
at that.
always Stan always gives his back to another giveaway. So, but it never surprises me. That one, you won that bag twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So go ahead and spin it again, and
no. What it was, you won it. If you remember, you won it on the Adventure Club giveaway.
Yep.
And then we gave it away on the stream.
Yep.
After that, and you won it again on the stream, and we just rolled it again on the stream.
And I'm still confused of why I didn't win. I should have got 2 bags, right?
Yeah, you won twice.
And I never did receive it, did you?
That's right. That's right.
But Whiskey One Radio Charlie Papa received it.
Yeah. He's been putting it to good use, too. I can't get a big bag like that anymore because PP Man will say it's my 64-liter QRP bag that he can put dead bodies in.
Yeah, well, listen, he talked a lot of trash about that bag, but I stand by it. That bag is the bag to use. I don't care. We all seen who technically had the smallest kit too, and that was this guy. But my go-to kit is the big one.
Hey, I love that. Yeah, Hayden, shameless plug there. GeorgiaParks.org this weekend. Georgia Parks on the Air event. Hopefully all the state parks in Georgia will be on the air. Probably not all at the same time, but throughout the weekend. I will be at Reed Bingham State Park both Saturday and Sunday.
That starts Friday evening at the UTC change.
I'm going to need you guys to coordinate.
Changed for me last night.
To where all of them are on at one time, and they all park me at one time.
There you go.
And I just basically have 70 some straight park to park.
How about we coordinate it where they all park you 0 beat on CW?
Yeah, so a normal CW activation.
On a normal activation for you, all right?
Yeah, and if nobody's gone and signed up for it yet, click on that link. You can sign up for it.
Yep. You can also see the list of what activators are going to be at what parks around what time. So.
Yep. That's a fun event.
Eddie, November Lover, and Robbie, Radio Charlie Papa, will be at General Coffee State Park.
Yeah, he was there to watch me miss winning the 891 by letter.
Oh wow!
By the way,
you guys,
that don't let that 7 call fool you. That is Lawrence from Virginia.
I can imagine the build up for that too. Kilo, Echo, 8, Papa, Zulu, and then whatever the last letter was like.
It's funny because everybody's name is like, oh.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that because I'll be the one in the back of the crowd to holler out, "Not today!" Oh, the winner was from Terry's club. He just said.
Oh, imagine that. Terry knows exactly what I mean when I say that.
Oh, now I know who that is since you said it. All right, there you go. I popped it up. It's sure everybody knows. Yeah. There you go. I was wondering. I was like, okay, now I know. Okay.
Yeah, I got him when he first got that call.
And very nice. I like that call. That's a very very low weight CW call. I like that. The sound of silence is deafening.
Yep. Well,
all right, guys. What do you guys have coming up?
Mike's saying this stream is over. He's done with us.
All right, I think I'm done with this.
That's what Mike just said. All right, so since Mike is done, Mike, we'll start with you. What do you got coming up?
I'm going to continue to work on my SAT DXCC.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to keep doing this week. I figured 7 days to get 32, 33 DXCCs. I should be done by next week.
There we go. All right, Hayden, what do you got coming up?
Well, I've been April's coming up. I've been working on the boat, new swim platform. Uh-oh, what's this?
He's always working on that damn boat. I mean, I missed a couple of weeks, and
it's always something. I got a nice new swim platform I'm fixing up and putting on, and
why ask him? It's always boat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get it launched before my birthday, so that's
awesome,
at the end of the month. And then I've got my memorial activation on the 27th coming up. And some of you may have heard that we had a big old catastrophe here in Baltimore. The Key Bridge fell down.
Yeah.
I know the truth about that. Hey, thank you very much for the super sticker.
It was Hayden's fault.
I watched it happen, so.
No, I know the truth. Do you know the truth of what really happened?
Hayden's barge.
I've heard many theories. Why don't you tell me what yours is? This
is not a theory. This is the honest to God's truth.
Okay.
Somebody was up on the bridge calling CQ POTA, and some lid was on a boat and said, "Oh hell no!"
He jammed them up. So I just posted a live cam of the action going on down there. They just started pulling out some of the wreckage yesterday. Really interesting to watch. They've got a lot of different people down there working on this, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. We can't wait till we get the channel opened up and get to go back out there again.
That for those dock workers and everybody that's just
it could have been a lot worse, you know, because up until the time that barge hit, there were people going across. You could see in the video, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and then it came down.
Yeah. If it was later in the day, it'd be a lot worse.
Oh yeah, rush hour would have been a whole different story.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Dan, what do you got coming up?
After the stream tonight, I am going to go ahead and join the stream on Wednesday. I'm going to wait for Hayden to tell me about the swim platform that he's putting on his boat.
I'll send you some pictures.
And this Sunday, I've already mentioned it, this Sunday, don't forget GeorgiaParks.org this Saturday and Sunday. We will be activating all of Georgia's state parks. And if you need Georgia on your hunted list, come hunt us. We will be out in force all weekend. Let's go.
Nice.
Some good stuff. I need to look and see if I need any of the state parks left in Georgia. I can try to figure out who's doing them and when. As for myself, I'm going to try to get some rest tonight because I'm tired. I've been doing a lot of traveling, doing POTA stuff, but probably won't because we all know me, because I've got a lot of video editing to do, especially because the quarter ends in about 62 minutes. That means I got a quarterly video to put out for Thursday. I'll have to do all that. And of course, we know the drill. Monday's a TikTok, Tuesday's a short, Wednesday's a stream, Thursday's a video, and we'll be right back here Sunday and POTA every day. So that's about it. Thank you guys for all the support tonight, and we will catch you Wednesday for Hump Day Happy Hour. 73, everybody.
See ya.
73.